What's going on, you guys? What is going on? What is going on, y'all? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode, brand new review. I'm sorry, of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, season 13, episode 7. What is going on, you guys? I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing, you guys. What is going on? I feel so naked without my necklace. Oh my god, where is my necklace? Give me 1 second, y'all. It's probably over there somewhere. I'm gonna go get my necklace, child. You know I can't do nothing without my necklace. I gotta have my cross around my neck, honey. I really do. I can't be going live and doing nothing without my necklace, child. Let me put it on real quick, okay? But yes, now that I got it on, what's going on, y'all? Okay, what is going on? Now listen, it's been dry in these blogger streets, honey. So I'm trying to, pull it all together so we can have some more things to discuss and some more things to chat and talk about, y'all. Okay, we got some stuff to talk about right now. I got me some Real Housewives of Atlanta tea coming to my phone right about now, and I'm going to probably, if I get more, I'm gonna set up a live for later on today, and we'll talk about it then. But right now I'm getting more tea about what's going on right now during the season, honey, and there's already some drama going on right about now with two people so far already. Tracy, when the pre-order information is available, I will definitely have it available for you. Right now it's not available at the moment, and actually I'm supposed to be talking to my publisher later on today as well. Y'all got to understand, I have a whole lot of stuff going on. I have this web reality show going on, and then my book launch is I gotta book that damn venue for that. I gotta send out invites for that. And not only do I need to do that, then we're filming that for the show. So it's quite a bit of things going on right about now. I got so much going on in addition to trying to keep this damn channel up. But right now it ain't really much to discuss at this moment. But I'm gonna try my best to give us some things to talk about because it's dry in these blogger streets, honey. It is dry as hell. Um and this book is coming out on the 23rd. Then I have a hosting gig on the 20th. A lot. A lot. A whole lot. A whole lot, y'all. Okay. But I think me having a lot of things going on is a good thing. I just want to take out the time because y'all know I spent the first 5 minutes talking to y'all. I just want to take out the time to just really show my appreciation to you guys. Just letting you guys know how much I love you guys. Y'all are part of the reason why I'm able to do some of the things that I do. Hopefully you guys support my book. Hopefully you guys support this web reality show that I'm on. That's coming out in November. Even after this live is over, I might have to set up another live, and then I gotta go look for gotta look for something to wear for this damn photo shoot for the show, the cast shoot, and look for a damn confessional look. I got so much money to spend and I'm not excited about it. I'm not excited about this money that I gotta spend, but baby, it has to be spent, honey. It gotta be spent. No, you didn't say nothing about the members only readings. Like, listen, if you notice, the members only readings really stopped once this web reality show came about. That's the only reason why they stopped, because I ain't had time to just sit down and do something. Like, baby, sometimes I have to not do the whether you like it or not panel so I can go film. Some days I will come home from work and then change, do a live, and go straight into filming. Like that takes up a lot of time. It's so time consuming, child. But with that being said, y'all, that's it for the 5 minute conversation. So we're about to go ahead and get into this review. First things first, I just want to say that Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is good. And I think a lot of y'all are sleeping on this season of Love and Hip Hop, and I get it. I mean, I think that everybody's pressure for Love and Hip Hop pretty much stopped right around COVID time, because like the last season that had 1 million viewers was season 9, and that season ended very abruptly because of COVID-19, because they were filming while as COVID was beginning to rise, so they had to stop filming during that time, and that was a good season. Tokyo and light skinned Keisha versus Akbar, Sierra versus Carly. What else was going on? What else was going on during that season? Cheyenne versus Kiyomi. Shooter was back. He called himself being a pimp and a player. Scrap De Leon was still there. KK was still there. It was like a lot of stuff still going on. Bambi was still there. She ain't like light skinned Keisha. We didn't really get to see everything dealing with that. Spice was there. Like Spice was still sort of likable then. It was I'm trying to fix this camera, y'all. But Spice was still kind of likable to me back then. So it was a lot of interesting things going on. But I think that when COVID was COVIDing for real, when they came out with season 10, that's when it killed Love and Hip Hop Atlanta as we knew it, because they had Amaretta the Great on there. They had Young Baby Tate on there. Those girls didn't even film with each other. Then they came back with the second half of season 10, and half those girls didn't even come back. The only one that came back out of that new group of girls was Rennie Rucci. So it wasn't Love and Hip Hop no more. But around season 11 and they went and moved to MTV, that's when Love and Hip Hop got a little bit of a resurgence, and it's been very good ever since. And every time the season comes out, they have a better season. Season 11 was the start. Season 12 was really good, and season 13 is really good right now. I gotta tell y'all, this biggest fool of this fool beef with Yandy and Rashida is good. Okay, I am enjoying it. I don't know who's the dumbest person. Is it if it's Rashida or is it fucking Yandy? Both of them dumb, but this season is good. And I just want y'all to give it a chance. Okay. Just give it a chance, And plus, I built my channel off of Love and Hip Hop and Basketball Wives. My channel was the hot spot, one of the hot spots for VH1 reality shows, So just give it a chance. You feel what I'm saying? Just try to give it a shot, But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get into it, y'all. Let me take a look at who my moderators are up in here. Let's see. The Jail Slayer, Tracy, Naturally Noah, Payne, Catherine, Sharice. Let me see. And Harold. And speaking of Tracy, she asked me a question. She said, I want a signed book to make sure you have a little extra for that one. I think you will be able to get a signed book if you do like the pre-order for the hard copy books. I think you will be able to I can sign it and send it to you myself. But what I'm thinking about doing for this book launch is maybe have like 5 of my Scotty Gang members be there as well to purchase a book and get one signed as well. That's what I'm thinking about doing. Preferably someone that's already in the Atlanta area. That's what I'm thinking. Hopefully, if I do ask 5 people to come, then they'll show up. Hopefully, but just know that the shit is being filmed. Just know that it's being filmed for the show, so just know that. But that's it though. Let me see. I be wanting to get back into Love and Hip Hop ATL, but I be forgetting which night it come on. It come on every Tuesday. Just know it comes on every Tuesday. It don't come on Mondays no more. It come on Tuesdays. And the reason, and normally I do the live right after the show, but because they had me working late yesterday, I couldn't do it yesterday. So But let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. I've been running my mouth a little bit too much. So we gonna start this thing off with Queen Key, Rennie, and Queen Key and Rennie Rucci. I'm sorry. Queen Key is doing a video shoot, and once again, I don't know anything about Queen Key or her music. I just think that she's a pretty girl. She looks good with the blonde hair, and not only that, her dimples. She got cute dimples on the cheeks. I like Queen Key for the most part, though. She's so Chicago. She reminds me of my friend Nikki. But she's doing a video, and I think Queen Key, invited her there. They have a conversation about management and shit like that. And that is when Rennie says, well, my label situation is kind of messed up. I haven't been dropped, but I'm not releasing anything. One thing about it, and 2 things for certain, a lot of these girls be going through a lot of label issues. And, I feel like nowadays you really don't need no label to back you. You can put out your music independently and get all the coin for yourself. A lot of people these days rather be independent than be, under a label or something like that. And I can understand that because labels take a whole lot of your money. Like a lot of that money you don't even get to touch some of that shit unless you go out on tour. You get your own, like that's why a lot of people go on tour. You know, they tour a lot because they get their money for real when they go on tour. A lot of people put out music and don't make no money from that music, and that's why a lot of people don't even worry about putting out music anymore, because they don't see no residual, they don't see no funds from it, because music really don't sell really like that anymore. They don't really sell. So they just rather go out on tour and get their money that way. And then, you know, like I said, some people rather go independent and put music out. Now, it does take more work as an independent artist to get your stuff out there. Yes, it takes more work because you got to pull it all out of your pocket. You know, labels have more access to certain things, and they have more relationships, where you as an independent artist, you got to go out and make those make those type of relationships on your own. You may not even know if people might want to do that. You got to cut corners for it to be affordable. You know, it kind of reminds me of like even with us being bloggers and having our own YouTube shows. I remember one time Unwind with Tasha K was saying that BET wanted to buy her show, but she didn't want them to have it, because if they would have gotten her show, they would have whitewashed her. She wouldn't be able to be who she is, who we know her to be, and they would have had more creative control over the show than she would. You know what I mean? So she'd rather stay on YouTube and get her own money right up front. And I think a lot of us feel like that. You know, of course we would want to get, you know, more exposure and more things going on, but sometimes it's best that you just do the shit on your own terms. So yeah, I see a lot of these girls going through label issues, and I really hate that for them. So Key then informs Rennie about Salma and Erica's, you know, argument and how it went down. And Key was like, at the end of the day, you know, Erica don't want to work with Salma. And then Salma starts saying that, you know, Erica doing these $1,000 strip club joints and stuff like that, and she need to be working with her. To be quite honest, Salma, I don't know shit about you. Now, Erica might be a lot of things. She might be the, you know, the BBL queen. I'm sure she smells like broccoli. However, you know, at least we know a song by Erica Banks. Like, we do know Bussy. That's the only song that's her most known song is Bussy, honestly. At least we know who the fuck she is. I don't know you. And I didn't know who the hell you were until you came on this motherfucking show. So let's not get beside ourselves. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know Rennie before this show. I didn't know Amy before this show. But then again, I did kind of know Amy because she was hosting the Boss Baby Awards the year I won. So that's how I met Amy back then. But I didn't know her back. You know, I didn't know her. What else is going on? What else is T? I don't know Queen Key, never heard of her. Like, I don't know none of these people besides Erica. And I do know that Erica always put music out. You know, she's on the blogs and putting out music. She put out freestyles. She does all those type of things all the time. So yeah, but at the same time though, Salma can't get mad because somebody don't want to work with her. Like, it is what it is. But Key wants to work with all of the rap girls on the show. She want to do an episode for her YouTube channel and stuff like that. So she wants all the girls to be involved. And I like the fact that Queen Key wants to work with all the girls, okay? That's just like how I am. Like, I like to work with all the YouTube girls, like whether they gay, straight, whatever. I love working with the other YouTubers. Like, I love working with Rodney. It's always a time. I love working with Ebeneer Entertainment. It's always a time. You know, I love doing that. So it's always a good idea and a good time, like collaborating. People don't really know how liberating collaborating can be. Like, I don't understand why people just want to collaborate and do things. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know. So Rennie says that she's single. Oh no, Rennie says that she's not single, but at the same time, it's complicated. You know, he was caught doing some things. She didn't cheat back, but they had an argument in public on Instagram, and now they're just trying to figure things out. To be honest, though, Rennie, love you to death, but you look crazy. Because the way that man disrespected you on a damn live on Instagram and called you all kinds of bitches and hoes and, you know, accused you of doing shit that he was doing, I just feel like it's like ridiculous. I don't think you should be with him because of the way he disrespected you. But I mean, ain't nobody perfect. Ain't no relationships perfect. You know, there are times where people do get kind of disrespectful. I mean, to be honest, but at the same point in time, it's kind of like, girl, like what's really going on? Like, you didn't deserve to be getting all of that. That's how I feel. So, nah, I don't know, but it is what it is. So let's move on to Salma, 24, Jock, and Kendra. Now, 24 says he's was talking about Lil Zane and how hyper Lil Zane is and how turned he always is. So he's always down to hang out with Lil Zane. But then they start talking about this stuff that's going on with Yandy and Mendices or whatever. And 24 could not pronounce Mendices' name, which was funny as a motherfucker. I forgot what he called him. I think called him Mendendez or some shit like that. But it was more so that, but he could not say Mendices' name for nothing in the world, child. But Jock says that he wants to stay out of the Harris and the Frost beef. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's only so many times he could hear about a nigga talking about his penis. He done heard the word penis so many times over the last week, and he cannot take another second of hearing about Mendices and his penis again. And so he just wants to stay out of the Yandy and Rashida beef. And like I said before, this Yandy and Rashida beef is just confusing because what the fuck are y'all actually really beefing about? Like, what is this even about, really? Because y'all won't talk to each other, y'all won't acknowledge each other. So we're all trying to know, what are y'all really beefing about? That's really what it is. What the fuck y'all beefing about? What this beef is really about? But who's the biggest fool? Because that's what it's giving off to me. But that's neither here nor is it there. Next thing you know, Jock talks about his brother being in jail. And, Kendra was like, she's worried, she wants Jock to be able to get his brother out. But it is, $300,000. That's a lot of money. But, she just wants Jock's brother to know how important this shit really is. And I do understand that. And I do get that Jock wants, his brother to get out of jail, to be honest, because at the end of the day, I would want to get my baby brother out of jail too. Now, I don't know about the other brother of mine. He'll probably have to sit his ass there for a while, probably about a month or two before I really want to get his ass out. But my baby brother, he can get whatever he likes, but I would get him out of jail. You know what I mean? If I had the kind of money, if I was going broke, if I had to go broke, get my brother out of jail, I promise you, I would get him out of jail. That's just how much I love my brother. Salma feels like Erica don't like her because of the 1501 situation. And she said that she was never finna sign with 1501 anyway, so she never had to worry about that. And she feels like it's preconceived notions. If that's the reason why Erica don't want to fuck with you, I think that that's kind of weird and crazy, because what the fuck you feel like, why the fuck you gotta dislike her because of who she's affiliated with? You don't want nobody disliking you for who the hell you was affiliated with. So it is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Let me look at the comments real quick. Brandon Brown says, I hate that this man is being charged just for losing 3 of his children. The epitome of kicking someone while they're down. And I definitely agree with that. Okay. I definitely can agree with that. Yandy been a friend to Prune Juice, but Prune Juice said they ain't friends. And Prune Juice and 3 Earrings went on CK and talked about Trash Can Yen and Menendez. They did. Salma seems like she's trying to grab an extra straw for a storyline to secure a spot for next season. Girl, that's what they do on these shows. But I got me several storylines, so I ain't got to do that. But anyway. What else is going on? Salma then tells Jock that she's willing to be a part of the ATL project. She says that it doesn't matter who's a part of it, she's willing to be on the project. You feel what I'm saying? So moving on to the next. So Spice and Scrappy. Scrappy is rehearsing to perform at Spice's concert. He's performing, You Don't Want a Problem. That used to be my song. That's when I used to love me some little Scrappy. No Problem was my song. Now, y'all got to understand, being from the dirty South like me and all that, shit like Trillville, Young Bloods, Yin Yang Twins, Bone Crusher, Lil Scrappy, Lil Johnny Eastside Boy, all that stuff, right there, we all was playing that shit. Like, all that crunk music, that was our shit down south, okay? Like, because Young Bloods, what's the name of that song? If you don't give a damn, we don't give a fuck. What? If you don't give a damn, we don't give a fuck. Don't start no shit, it won't be no shit. Okay, that was my song. Or what's the name of the Trillville song? You can never, ever, 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 ever get on my level. What? Get on my level. What? Like, that was my song. Don't forget about the Crime Mob. Nuck If You Buck and Stilettos, Pumps, in the club. Who ever thought that this girl could get crunk? We rockin' stilettos out. We rockin' stilettos out. We rockin' stilettos out. We rockin' stilettos out. Like, that was my song. Anytime you heard Nuck If You Bug, stilettos, it's a fight. A fight finna go down if you hit either one of them songs. Okay? It's a fight going down, period. Let me see. So Scrappy is performing at Spice's show. Think that's real sweet of her. Then Spice says that she's inviting Mama D, Yandy, and Rashida to the show. And Scrappy was like, you inviting both of them to the show? And she's like, yeah, I'm inviting both of them to the show. Now I'm going to tell you this. I just feel like it's hard for me to watch two of my friends beef, but Yandy keeps telling me not to get in it. But both Spice and Scrappy said, but we already in it. So they agree that they're both in the middle of the bullshit with Yandy and Mendici because they fuck with both of them. And Spice was like, I know they're telling me to stay out of it, but it's hard for me to stay out of it and not be in the middle of it, mainly because of the fact that both of y'all are my girls. So how am I going to stay out of it? It's easy to stay out of it, Spice. Just don't get in it. Just don't say nothing. Just don't say nothing, because as much as you want to be a friend to these girls and keep them from fighting and, you know, try to be a friend of both of them, it's best to just be a friend of both of them. Don't talk about one with the other one. Don't bring up the other one to the other one. You feel what I'm saying? It's best that you don't do that, because at the end of the day, it's only going to backfire on you. So you got to find a way to really not get involved in the bullshit. Although it is kind of hard not to, but you're going to have to figure it out, though. You got to figure out a way not to really get involved in it, because, honey, it's going to be hard not to get involved in that shit, y'all. Spice. It is, but you're going to have to figure it out, though, because, like, getting involved in that shit is not going to help you in the least bit, okay? It's just not going to help you at all. So just try to figure it out, but it's going to be hard to not get yourself involved in the fuck shit that's going on between Yandy and Rashida, because, like, the beef is stupid anyway. Like, they don't even know what the fuck they beefing for. So it's just like, why even get yourself worked up and involved in this dumb shit that they got going on? But I get it. I mean, you friends with both of them, so you don't want them to fight. You don't want them to beef. But I'm telling you, as a person that has been in the middle and trying to be friends with everybody involved and keep your loyalty to everybody, it's very hard to do that, because some people will feel like you need to be on their side. You need to take up for them. You need to do this. You need to do that. And you really don't need to, because it really ain't none of your goddamn business. But it's hard for you to truly stay out of it, because you friends with both of them. So they're going to both come to you with their bullshit, and they're going to find a way to involve you in it as much as you're trying to stay out of it. They're going to find a way to involve your ass. That tends to happen. And that's why, for me, as a person that be friends with everybody, and I got a whole little group of friends, and there's some of these folks been my friends since high school or middle school and shit, they be beefing with each other, and then they come talking to me about it. I be like, you better talk to her, you better talk to him. I don't want no parts of it. Keep me out of it. I don't want to engage in this bullshit. You like, keep me out of your bullshit. But I never wanted Yandy to be in Atlanta anyway. Girl, go back to New York. Like, ask Antoinette Media to bring back Love and Hip Hop New York. Get Chrissy and them back on the line, you know. Get Jim, Chrissy, Emily, Olivia, Samaya, Remy Ma, you know, all them back on the line, like, for Love and Hip Hop New York. I'd rather you go back there. Can we bring back New York and Hollywood, please? I know a lot of people used to rag on Love and Hip Hop New York, but can we get New York and Hollywood back? Okay? And get rid of Miami, because Miami is trash and it's never really been good anyway. They only had one good season. That was season 3 when they first brought Sukiyana on there. That's the only time it was really good and worth watching. Go get Hollywood and New York and bring them back. That's all I'm saying. Get Hollywood and New York back. I want it back. Okay? But anyway, moving forward, we're going to get into Kendra, Ashley, and Bambi. They're going out to lunch. And Bambi invites them to her engagement party, as well as Rashida, Kirk, and Yandy. You know, she says that she's cool with Rashida and Kirk now. They've made peace after the whole, you know, diss song that she made with them, with their names in it. but she says that Yandy and Rashida got a whole lot of going on. Now, Ashley says, yeah, everybody has a lot going on, even me, because, you know, Zane has been giving his mother money out of our account without telling me, and I don't really like that. And I know that that is Zane's mama, but if some of that money is Ashley's money, then I do believe that Ashley should know about you giving your mama money. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. That's your mama, and you want to take care of her and all that other good stuff. And because if I had that kind of money, I'll be sending my mama some money too. That's only if she needed it, honestly, because, you know, now that I'm gone, and, you know, I don't be giving them shit like that. Sometimes, you know, my mama give me money because I'm gone now. Not that I really just need it like that, but she'll help me with certain shit. But other than that, you know, just let y'all married. Ashley should know if your mama getting some of this money. In my opinion, I do feel that way. You know what I mean? But Ashley says that she's been talking to Lil Zane's biological family because Big Zane, the father that he thought was his father, is not his real dad. So they've been talking to the biological family, and Zane really wants to know more about that family because he don't know nothing about them, and that's because his mama really wasn't being honest with him about who he really was. So that's another thing that's going on. So then Bambi was talking about her experience with Mama D, because it seems like Ashley's experience with Zane's mama and Bambi's experience with Mama D is like the same thing. And Ashley basically started off by saying, well, I know that you and Mama D have had y'all issues, but what I can respect about Mama D is that she's there with the grandkids. Like, she has a great relationship with her grandchildren. And then Bambi was like, girl, she don't be with them damn grandkids. And then she said, well, you know, she did a christening for them and stuff like that. She was like, and where was that? In front of lights, camera, action. Otherwise, she don't be with them fucking grandkids like that. And so, but here go Ashley, but christening is a big thing, though. Being christened is a big thing. And did you not know that was being, you know, your kids was being christened? And then that's when Bambi was like, wait a minute, what kids were being christened? And then that's when Ashley was like, was it just, you know, Kendra was like, was it just E-Money or was it just the new baby? And then that's when Ashley was like, no, Zane told me that all of the kids were being christened. And then Bambi was like, wait, what? Call Zane, because I need to know what's going on. And so that's when Ashley called Zane. Ashley asked Zane, did all of the kids get christened? And then that is when he, you know, pretty much confirmed that all of the kids were christened except for the oldest. So now Bambi feels some type of way. And even Kendra was like, I ain't even mad at you, Bambi. And then Bambi was like, it just don't stop with these people. It just don't stop. They constantly keep doing things to disrespect me when it comes to my kids. And y'all know what? I don't care what nobody got to say about Bambi. Them motherfuckers was wrong for that. How you gonna take my kids, christen my kids, and don't tell me about my kids being christened? You feel what I'm saying? Not even give me any type of anything about my kids being christened, but you want me to respect you as a father, but you can't even respect me as a mom to let me know that my damn kid is being christened. That's some fucked up ass shit. And to be quite honest, it really is some fucked up ass shit, though. It's fucked up as hell that y'all would sit there and do that. And then I saw somebody in the comments one day where somebody said, well, Bambi now knows how Erica Dixon feels because she thought that she was going to get treated differently by Scrappy, but now she see how I feel. What the fuck does Erica got to do with the fact that Scrappy dog ass left her out of her own kids being christened? I'm so tired of y'all trying to vindicate Erica Dixon and all this bullshit when Erica's vindication went out the fucking window when she was entertaining even being in another relationship with Scrappy. Can y'all please stop trying to vindicate Erica? Because no matter what the fuck y'all say, it doesn't make what Bambi going through right. It does not make it right at all. Stop trying to vindicate Erica with the bullshit that they're putting Bambi through. Let's stop doing that, because at the end of the day, that shit is wrong. No matter how hard y'all try to make Bambi be wrong in all these situations and say that's what she get and this is what she do and all this other stuff, that's not right. Mama D and Scrappy were wrong for christening her fucking kids and not telling her that. Are you fucking dumb? Are you crazy? Are you crazy? You gotta be fucking crazy to ever think that that shit is right. It ain't right. The fuck? Y'all be so quick to try to vindicate Erica that y'all don't even see that they're doing Bambi wrong. They're doing Bambi wrong. And my thing is this. When Scrappy was doing the shit to Bambi, Erica Dixon was laughing at the shit as if she wasn't even going through the shit her own self just a while ago. So I don't understand why it's so important to vindicate, Erica in these situations, but not necessarily talking about what the fuck is actually going on. And what's actually going the hell on is the fact that they're sitting up here playing her about her own motherfucking children, and they don't have no right to be playing her about her damn kids. And y'all can feel however y'all want to feel about this situation. Y'all can feel however y'all want to feel about feel however y'all want to feel about damn Bambi. Y'all can dislike Bambi all y'all want to and all this other shit, but they're wrong. That was some wrong ass shit. And to be honest, when they were doing the christening, I was sitting here wondering if Bambi even knew about it. And if she did know about it, why wasn't she there? Why would she allow them to get christened with her not being there? That's not right. And y'all not gonna make me feel like it is just because it's Bambi. Like, fuck out of here. So at Spice's concert, she's performing or whatever. Mama D tells Kirk, Rashida, and Scrappy that she saw me in DC with another woman spooning her, like feeding her food out in public with another woman. And Scrappy trying to tell Mama D to stop talking about this shit, but here go Kirk. Oh no, there's some good gossip. We need to listen to that. It's so crazy to me how Kirk and Rashida are so happy that somebody else's marriage is falling apart when they're the poster children of fucked up ass marriages and cheating and all this other stuff. And Rashida talking about it's so crazy how comfortable you can be out with another woman. So it's like, what's really going on? Rashida, you don't want to talk about nobody being comfortable with another woman. Kirk was comfortable enough to house Jasmine in the same apartment building y'all was in. Okay. Your husband put his side bitch in the same apartment building y'all was in. That's number one. Number two, your husband's out here fucking around with Jasmine at the strip club, all willy-nilly. Okay, your husband went and got a DNA test done on your kid that you had with him behind your back. So your husband was comfortable enough to be in the jacuzzi tub with a bunch of other women alongside Benzino in that dirty ass plant-based ass water they was in and all that other shit on national TV. Rolling around in the bed kissing and shit on national TV. He was comfortable enough to do that. So you should not speak on how anybody's husband is comfortable doing anything when your husband is the poster child of doing comfortable shit. But then again, your good friend Toy was talking about giving Myth Hits fucking hall passes to go get some pussy when he wanted to. Weird. It's weird to hear Rashida speaking on somebody's marriage, but didn't want nobody talking about her shit. Like, that's the craziest shit about it. Y'all didn't want nobody talking about y'all, but y'all talking about everybody else. Like, get the fuck out of here. So then after Spice and Scrappy performs, Rashida says, Spice did a great job. It was a great show, but I'm finna get out of here because I don't want to be around nobody with no funky breath or funky ass cheeks that smell like they got that BBL smell. It's so ironic to me that Rashida be talking so much shit in these confessionals and don't have nothing to say when she's around Yandy. Just like she said with Kirk just last week when they was in the kitchen talking, and she was saying that bitches always be having all this mouth and all this other shit, but when you in their face, they have nothing to say. But you didn't have nothing to say either, though, Rashida. You stormed off when you saw Yandy both times. When they was at Jock's thing, you stormed out because you didn't want it. You said how much you hated her and DC, and you stormed out. Then you stormed out at Spicy show because you didn't want to be around her. Like, you real pussy. You and Yandy are pussy. That's why this whole beef is so funny and entertaining to me, because we got two pussy ass motherfuckers up here beefing with each other, but don't want to square up and don't want to say nothing. And when I say square up, I ain't talking about fight. We got two pussy motherfuckers that don't want to confront the situation. Y'all got so much, all this shit to say to Spice, all this shit to say to your confessionals, but y'all ain't got shit to say to nobody's face. Both of y'all are weak sauce. That is the funniest thing about this whole situation. Both of you motherfuckers are weak sauce. Weak ass, but got so much shit to say. Baby, bye. Okay? Like, bye. Baby, bye. Get the fuck out of here. For real. Yandy says that Rashida is always talking behind her back and doing interviews and stuff, and she claims that there was personal things that she shared with Georgia Prune that she didn't share, that her and Mendici did not even share with the world, but she shared it with Rashida, and Rashida went on podcast interviews talking shit about all the stuff that she ever shared with her. But girl, that could just go to show you that Rashida was never really your friend anyway. That wasn't your friend, and she said it in the interview with Carlos King that her and Yandy are not friends. But that's the type of shit that Georgia Prune does. And people be getting mad with me and want to act like I'm obsessed with hating Rashida and all this other shit. Let's be clear here. This right here is a job. I'm here to entertain y'all. And I'm here to talk about what they give on this damn TV. I don't know Rashida personally. Don't want to know her personally. Let's be clear. But her ass be doing some flaw ass shit on this show. And that's why I, Scotty by Nature TV, don't rock with her ass, because she do weird shit. She do weird ass shit, bruh. Weird shit. And I don't care. She doing weird ass shit. Let me tell you why. I go down the list of the weird shit that she's done on Love and Hip Hop for the last 13 years all the time, and I'm gonna go down the list once more. And I know y'all about tired of me doing it, but I'm gonna keep doing it because it furthermore proves my damn point of how weird she really is. So let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. First season, she turned on K. Michelle right off the rip. We all knew that you were friend with Toya. We already knew that you were friends with Toya from the beginning. We all knew that. We all know y'all the Sweet Valley High crew. We know that. But that didn't mean that you had to discount that lady's story. You don't know Memphis to be that type of man, so that's okay. I get that. There's a lot of people that, like, I have a, you know what? Let me not put my own shit in these reviews because people gonna cry about it. My thing is this. If a person come to me and say that, you know, your friend did this to me, I'm never going to say they lying. Because at the end of the day, as much as I love my friend, I'm not going to discount nobody else's story. I'm not. Unless I'm proven wrong, then I say, bitch, you lied on my friend. But I don't know, because I don't really put shit past anyone, to be honest. I don't put nothing past nobody, so I'm never going to sit up here and say that a person lying about being abused. That's the first thing. Second thing that she did that was flawed. She turned on Carly out of the blue for no reason, had nothing to do with her. Erica Dixon was the one with the issue, not her, but she flipped on Carly for nothing. Number three, she flipped on she flipped on Kalina for no damn reason. Okay? Kalina was a friend for over a decade and she turned on her. Scrappy called her fake, and Mama D did at one point in time. And then here you go doing this same old bullshit once again with Yandy. Every time you fall out with somebody, you want to say that these folks were none of your friends. So Rashida ain't no real friend of nobody. Like, she been a fraud. And I've been trying to tell y'all that lady a fraud. I've been telling y'all that, but y'all don't want to listen to Scotty. Y'all just think that Scotty is a hater. But it is what it is. Yandy says once she started talking about me and my family on the podcast and things like that, it just showed me that the gloves were definitely off. Like, they were off, like, period. And so that is when Spice said, well, I'm sad because you guys were friends. And then Yandy said, but she said I wasn't her friend. So what gives? And it is what it is. So Yandy says, but I do know who she's really close to, and that's Jasmine. And then Spice said, so you're saying that Jasmine and Rashida are close? And then Yandy said, they take trips together. You don't believe me? Just watch. So then we get into Ashley and Zane. They're sitting at the table, and Zane wants to know more about his heritage. Okay, he wants to know more about that. Lynette arrives, which is Zane's mama. And, you know, Ashley and Lynette sit down and have a conversation because Zane wants them to talk about what happened at the listening party. But Zane excuses himself because Lynette and Ashley wants to have the conversation amongst themselves. So Ashley says that the relationship with Lynette has not been good. And, but she really wants that to change. But she thinks that Lynette should stop asking for money so much. And Lynette said, if you think that I'm going to call you when I need some money from my son, you a fool. I just think that your son is married and got a family. So I do think that Ashley has a right to be kind of concerned about where the money going, you know, but that's just me though. Like, I feel like that because we married and we got kids. We can't be, and Zane ain't making no damn music. That's why we on Love and Hip Hop now. Zane ain't making no music. He ain't made no music in years. He ain't in no damn movie nowhere. So, you know, we got to do what we got to do for our children, and you coming over here begging for money. So what's really going on here? Why do you need money so damn bad? What you doing with your money? You feel what I'm saying? So I get what Ashley is saying. Lynette then says, Lynette said something about a card and that she got access to their account, and Ashley is upset about not knowing. And the next thing you know, Ashley exposes Lynette for not knowing who the hell Zane daddy is. And then, you know, Ashley gets up and leave because Lynette looked like she want to fight her. And then Lynette come back in the restaurant, and Lynette said that Ashley was a bad mama. She got three kids by three different baby daddies, and she left them with their fathers. And Ashley said, yes, because I was a shitty mother. I can own that, blah, blah, blah. Now, Ashley, not you being a shitty mama now. Like, you can't sit up here and tell nobody else how to be a mother and your ass a shitty ass parent now. Like, what type of shit is that? Now, that's something, that's more layers that we need to pull out. And Lynette said that Ashley's daughter hates her and shit like that. So that conversation was going nowhere fast. And Zane was like, what the fuck did you say to my mama, Ashley? And then Ashley said, I told you what I said to her, and I told her what I said to you. I told her that we've been talking to the Colemans. And so Zane was like, well, why would you tell her that though, Ashley? Why would you tell her that? Why wouldn't she? But I do think that Ashley went a little too far. Let me just say that. I ain't even going to sit up here and let my little girl crush on Ashley, you know, cloud my judgment. I don't think that Ashley should have went there with the Coleman thing. I don't think she should have went there. I think that she should have just left it at the issues that she got with Lynette. That's it. I don't think she should have done that at all. I really don't. I don't think she should have said nothing about that shit. I think that she was wrong for bringing that up. I think that Lynette was wrong for throwing up the fact that, you know, she got money and laughed about it and don't know that, you know, she got like access to the money in the accounts. I thought that was wrong too. So it's a lot of wrong to go around with Ashley and Zane. Now, Auntie asked me a question. She said, Scotty, would you still want Ashley to mother your kids? You know, I'm going to keep my sperm to myself. Because if you ain't going to help me raise my kids, then you don't need to be the mother to my kids. I'm just saying, Ashley, now you just fucked it up for yourself. You would have had a better baby father if you would have just did right. But instead, you let the world know that you were ain't shit ass a mama. And that's very unfortunate, Ashley. Very unfortunate. However, that's all I got for this week's episode of Love and Hip Hop. This episode was really, really good. And I'm telling y'all, this season was really, really good. And I hope you guys enjoyed the review for what it was. I don't have a lot to review right now. All we got is Love and Hip Hop and Love and Marriage, because Housewives is done, Basketball Wives is done. So this is all we got right now. I'm just patiently waiting on Potomac and Bill Collective all to come back. And, you know, we'll be doing Salt Lake City too. Hopefully y'all watch the reviews. Okay? But anyhow, anyway, before we get up out of here, let me let you guys know about my book. And hopefully you guys are going to buy it. So my book comes out on September the 23rd, and it is called That's Why You're Lonely, Lights, Camera, Chaos. They look like best friends, but behind the designer shades and brunch reservations lie secrets that could ruin everything. From viral scandals to backstabbing besties, the women of That's Why You're Lonely are given full-on reality TV drama off camera and uncensored. Penned by Scotty Heath of Scotty by Nature TV, one of YouTube's most unfiltered reality TV reviewers, this explosive novel blends 15 years of hot takes and headline-worthy mess into a jaw-dropping, juicy tale. When fame fades and secrets surface, loyalty means nothing and receipts mean everything. Think Love and Hip Hop meets Zayn with a twist of Basketball Wives. These ladies have money, enemies, and unfinished business, and in a city where clout is currency, nobody's safe. Welcome to Atlanta. Welcome to The Real Show. And this book will be available on Amazon and Kindle Books. So make sure you guys pick it up when it comes out on September the 23rd. With that being said, y'all, this be your boy Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, your boys up out of here, and I will see you guys on the next one.
Cause I know what I want. I guess I could pray to the man up above. Start a new path with unconditional love. I can build a new life out of this mess. Moving on to a place free from the stress. Lost all the love that I found in you, baby. Lost all the love that I found in you, baby. Lost all the love that I found in you, baby. Lost all the love that I found in you, baby. All of my life, and you know it hit the worst when it starts with the night. I'm the type of nigga shit that can speak for itself. See, I'm a bad little nigga with his heart as well. Say it best from the heart, so it beating is felt. Just a sense to see you smile, so more body can melt. With the cause is dealt, nigga, I was just wishing. Can I be the only bad bitch that you hit like? Can I be the only bad bitch you hit like? Can I be the only bad bitch you hit like? Can I be the only bad bitch you hit like? Can I be the only bad bitch you hitting like?